Greetings, fellow film fans. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mercy, and this is the Funny Pajamas YouTube channel. So, the Loki Disney Plus series has just concluded, and I thought I'd do a quick ranking of the 3 Disney Plus shows from the MCU side that have been up and airing up until now. That means WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the Loki series. And listen, before you do anything, if you haven't done so already, smash that like and subscribe button. Become a subscriber to my channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post something new. Now, the Marvel shows have been an up and down roller coaster for me. I will say straight off the bat that the most anticipated show for me over all the Marvel shows, that is Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, She-Hulk and WandaVision, all encompassing all of those, my most anticipated show was the Loki series. Where does it rank? If you've been watching a few of my videos, you probably already know, but I'm going to give you my ranking to be sure. So we'll start off straight from the bottom, going from bottom to top. In third place, I have the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was, I was pretty excited. If you say least excited, I was least excited for WandaVision, then Falcon and the Winter Soldier, then the Loki series. So Falcon and Winter Soldier, my excitement level was pretty high, and I was hyped up to watch it. The concept in itself of Sam and Bucky, this being a spy thriller sort of film with a buddy cop feel, I thought conceptually it was an amazing idea. But what I did think was conceptually good, I felt suffered a great deal in the execution. There were pretty good moments throughout the series. I will say the character building was amazing. The growth that Bucky and Sam go through as characters, as people, that is definitely, massive. And it is very clear and evident throughout the show. But what I felt it lacked a lot was the sense of stakes. Now, I've always said I felt the flag smashers were not, didn't seem like too dire a threat. My main gripe with this show was that the sense of stake was absolutely not there. It didn't feel like the villains were badass enough, should I say. I mean, they tried to sometimes say smashers were good. They're not exactly very evil. At the same time, they try to portray the good guys as not exactly good. They try to grey tone a lot of areas. They also try to bring in the concept of Sam taking on the mantle of Captain America and what that means in society today for a black man to take up that mantle. So they had all these set pieces, all these things. They had, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the villain's name. Shady Sharon's character, the power broker. I'm sorry, the power broker. Spoiler. There's a mild spoiler. Now the power broker character they had set up so many pieces, but it is all there. It could have been explored in a much longer series. I felt 6 episodes was just not enough to do justice to this. There were some amazing action sequences, but message-wise, I felt a lot of the message was given to us in a very expositional, a very heavy-handed manner. The concept, while good, the execution suffered greatly. An example of this mainly was Falcon's speech at the end, in the very final episode. Overall, the episode was okay, but that's the part where he gives that huge exposition dump. I felt that was handled very heavy-handedly, and it did for me. This was the weakest of the 3 MCU shows so far for me. So I have Falcon and Winter Soldier in third place. Okay, next up in second place, I have the Loki series. Now this may come as a surprise. I mean, if you have watched my videos, you probably know this. But for me, the ending let me down a lot. Loki was very much in top spot for me. Unfortunately, the ending pulled it down. The difference between the second and the first spot is very little. Just by a hair that, the first place beat out the second place. And Loki did falter a lot for me, mainly because of the ending. Like I said, it was the most anticipated show for me. I was kind of curious to see how they'd handle it because they gave Loki such an amazing character arc in Ragnarok and they gave him a valiant send-off in Infinity War. So that they'd bring him back. I was curious to see what they'd do with it. When the ads started coming up for the TVA and stuff, I thought, okay, this is a pretty interesting, direction to take things. It's clearly they're headed towards the multiverse. So I was very hyped up. It only built up once the trailer started dropping and the promotional stuff started dropping. My excitement for this really kicked it up all the way up. Now it started off really strong. I'll tell you straight off, I loved the character interaction between Loki and Mobius. I thought the writing in many parts was really good. They did, for a show of the delve into a lot of philosophical aspects such as free will and stuff. We explored more about Loki. Loki as a character grew by leaps and bounds, and I liked how they used Loki's to bring his character into focus, into perspective, for him to realize what is important. And I thought Loki as a character underwent a massive growth. That was a strong point. Like I said, I did love the interaction between Loki and Mobius. I was hoping there'd be more to Mobius, but I enjoyed what they gave us so far. But I will say, was not a big fan of the Loki-Sylvie relationship. Sylvie as a character I thought was good, but the relationship kind of, I don't know, it sort of creeped me out a bit. I have no idea. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable, seeing as both of them were basically, they're basically different variations of the same character. So I was a bit uncomfortable with it, but I am interested in seeing where it goes. The final episode where it went totally downhill for me, I did not like the way they portrayed the antagonist. Maybe further on ahead, it may change. I felt this is not a self-contained storyline or a story arc, which I prefer. It seemed a lot more like a bridging point between what has happened in the MCU and the stuff that's going to happen in Spider-Man No Way Home and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness and Ant-Man Quantumania. So I have a feeling this is just it. I mean, it was a lot like just a bridging point between them. It was not a self-contained show as it is, and for me that lowered it in quality for me. Running on all cylinders, it was doing really well. It was firmly in top place, but when the final episode came, it just plummeted. But no, it was, if I would rank the first and the second spot, originally the first place, which was originally going to Loki, was way higher than the current first place, and it just dropped just a hair below the next contender. So on a whole, I was a tad bit disappointed with Loki. I wouldn't, it was definitely miles above Falcon and Winter Soldier for me personally. Please don't flame me in the comments. This is purely my personal ranking. I'd love to hear your rankings. Okay, so I'm pretty sure by now that it's no mystery to you which show I have firmly in first place. In first place right now, I have WandaVision. Now, WandaVision was my least anticipated of these three. Basically, I had no idea what to expect from it. And when the promotional stuff started dropping, the trailers and stuff, and we saw these sitcom vibes going on, I have to admit I was a bit confused. I didn't know what to expect. It did look absolute bonkers. And I will say I had not made up my mind where to rank it yet, whether I was willing to give it a shot, but I had absolutely no idea what the premise of the show was, what it is, or anything. So going into the show, the first two episodes, I will say this show took some time finding its legs. The first two episodes gave us no clue as to what was going on. I know for some of them, they aired the first two episodes together, and I do see that this was more of a bingeable type show. The WandaVision show seemed to be the bingeable variety. But after the first, I'm sure it lost a few fans after the first two episodes. But following that, it pays massively. And I really enjoyed what they gave us. Now, what this show did down to an art was they provided us with so many hooks, so many tantalizing pieces. Everyone would rewatch the episodes just to find those tiny little threads and speculations running all over the internet, and it was an amazing time. I personally loved watching all these theory videos, seeing all the Easter eggs, going back, rewatching the episodes. I had a blast with that. I thought it up really well. It found its legs. It gave us intrigue. It gave us humor. I know a lot of people were let down by the certain cameos that came in. And I for one do fall in that category, but it did not reduce the enjoyment of the show for me. I was like, okay, where are they going with this? And I thought they took it in a really good direction. Some beautiful lines, particularly the talking between Vision and Wanda, their relationship. It was beautifully written, beautifully executed, and I thought as a whole it is a bit on the superior side to the Loki series. Now one gripe I have with the WandaVision show was, after everything was said and done, in the end I had a feeling like they let Wanda off a bit too easy. She did all this. She was controlling all these people. She had them under her control. It's literally like torturing them, and all they do is they let her off with almost equivalent to a slap on the wrist, like, okay, we don't know what you went through, sort of. So I thought they let her off a bit too easy. I was thinking maybe there'd be a bit more consequences to what she had done that she'd have to repay. But on the whole, I thought it ended very well. It just notched up further and further, each episode kicking it up more and more to the final climax. I enjoyed the final climax, particularly the face-off with the villain. I liked how they ended it. So on the whole, I have firmly got WandaVision in number 1 spot. So this is my ranking of the 3 MC shows that have come so far. I am very excited for Hawkeye and Miss Marvel. I really don't know what to expect from them. Hawkeye, maybe not so much. Miss Marvel, a bit more. She-Hulk also, yeah, I am interested. She is a bit of a derivative character, but I am interested in seeing where they go with it. Of course, from August 11th onwards, we've got the What If series going on. I am interested in seeing that. I have got to say the animation style is not, but I kind of like where they seem to be going with it. And it does seem to be, I don't know, maybe it's connected somehow. I don't know. I know they're supposed to be separate one shots each. But I got a feeling there's some thread of connection is going to be there between all the episodes of What If. So I am curious. I'm excited to see where this is going. I gotta say, at the time of recording this, there is no MCU content going on, so I am suffering. Wait to see more content. I'd like to hear your ranking list. How do you rank these shows? Everyone has their own personal, opinions and rankings, and I'd love to hear yours. So hit me down in the comment section down below, and you can always contact me and let me know your rankings simply on Twitter at Mercy_D, or you can check out my Instagram at Mercy_SD. Don't forget the Funny Pajamas Facebook page, simply at Funny Pajamas. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you want to hit me up on email, my email is up on the screen right now, simply mercy@funny-pajamas.com. Need I say it? Pajamas with a Y. Don't forget to check out my website, simply at www.funny-pajamas.com. Love to see you there. Love to hear from you. Go check it out. I haven't updated in a while, but I do plan to do so moving further ahead, be more regular in my blogging. So be sure to check out my website, my email, my social media links. I'd love to hear from you guys, or you can hit me up in the comment section down below. Waiting to hear from you. That's all I have for you right now. Can't wait for more MCU content depending upon when this is out. So I guess I'll end with that. This is Mercy signing out. Bye. Have a good one, everyone. See ya.